William Greathouse was well known and respected in the Church of the Nazarene, but not all Christians agree with Nazarene theology and thinking. In fact, one of Greathouse's most prominent and promising students was a man named R.T. Kendall, who went on to become a very well-respected author and pastor. But Kendall left the Church of the Nazarene as a young man because he'd become a Calvinist, and his new theological views clashed greatly with Greathouse and his Nazarene thinking and theology. In spite of this, Greathouse and Kendall remained close friends, and a whole chapter in this biography was written by Kendall, and I wanted to share some of his words with you. He wrote on page 103, "Dr. Greathouse and I have talked many times, in humor and in seriousness, about how we will find out together in heaven who got it right. What is most amazing is that we've remained friends, close friends, and today we are closer than ever. What might have ended other friendships only intensified ours. This outcome possibly says more about the heart of William M. Greathouse than anything else. I have no doubt that his being filled with the Spirit has brought out this self-effacing and humble spirit, one that no human being acquires naturally. God is the explanation for such a humility." What a lovely tribute. Just lately I've made friends with a few local ministers here on the East Rand who certainly don't share my theological views in all matters. But our love for Jesus is what unites us. And I've come to truly treasure these friends of mine, even though we disagree on some secondary things. Here's a question. Do we have theological humility? Or do we reject those who differ from us? It's common for churches to see each other as enemies because they are different. But friends, different expressions and understandings of theological matters can't divide us. If it does, it damages our witness as followers of Jesus. But if we're able to disagree with grace and love, like Greathouse and Kendall, what a great picture this paints of the grace of God. Kendall goes on to write this at the end of the chapter, talking about heaven. "The wonderful thing is that we will be there, both of us, not because of our theological accuracy, but because of the sheer grace of God, having been crucified with Christ." So what matters, friends, is not that we have the correct view on all things, but that we are united in our love for Christ and what He has achieved for us. Let's have the theological humility to allow for different views in secondary matters. May the Spirit in us give us gentleness and grace, even when we disagree. You can read the biography that I read for free. I'll put the link here in the blog post. It's a short and lovely read. I hope that Greathouse has encouraged you this week. God bless you, my friends, and as always, thank you to those who donate towards these devotions. I'm so grateful for your kindness that enables me to go on doing this every week. Take care.